Hello, everybody.
Hi, Micah.
How you guys doing? For you that don't know me, I am Neil Silverberg's son, and I just came here to tell you guys a little bit about my story, how I grew up, and what I did. At a very young age, well, since I was born, I was forced to go to church with my parents, and I grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I was forced to go to church. But when I became ages around 14 through 15, I kind of rebelled a little bit. I tried to do things on my own. I thought church wasn't for me. I thought that I was different all throughout school, high school. I thought I was different than everybody else. I used excuses to get out of church all the time, or I would sleep. I would sleep in church and, wake up when the service ended, or my dad would wake me up. So at 17, 18, he stopped making me go to church, and that's when things really started to happen. Like I said, in high school, I always felt indifferent, but I was always running from the truth. I knew what would save me, but I never broke my pride or ego to accept the fact of what was true. So I used what everybody else was doing around me in school. I was using alcohol and drugs. At first, I started using alcohol, and then it was a regular party situation, on the weekends, and then I started smoking pot, and things progressed. It was a sad situation, because now that I think about it, and I haven't done anything in a while, it was all the devil, convincing me that try this will make it better, try this will make it better, and it really didn't. It made it 10 times worse. They were all lies, and I fell in temptation, and I didn't resist it like I should have, which was the cause of my rebellion. After I turned 18, I started trying all other things. The stuff I was trying wasn't working, and I started using cocaine. I started using acid. I started using shrooms. I started using pills. Every little thing that I tried to use to cover up things would work for a while, and then the problems would get worse. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That was my life. I partied nonstop. To the point of where I should have been killed many times. I was in and out of jail, maybe 10 times, I think. Throwing parties at my parents' house. I think David or Joel, caught me a couple times and told on me. Yeah, David. I always left something so they could find it. It was a never-ending cycle, and when I look back on it now, I think it was an attempt to kill me. I mean, I know it was an attempt to kill me, but I think I have a calling on my life to do what God wants me to do, and for that purpose, being a pastor's son, try everything, and the devil wants to kill me, and I think that's what he was trying to do, definitely. Like I said, all the drugs I've tried, everything I've done, I've been in many car accidents where I should have died. There's a couple times where I should have been sitting in someone's seat, and that person gets in a car accident, and one of them broke their leg, got their leg cut off, and I was supposed to be in that seat. I've gotten a car accident where I flew off a mountain, and I missed like several trees. Miraculously, nothing happened to me. Miracles after miracles. It's really cool to think about it now. At the time, I didn't realize it, but it was really cool then. When it got bad was when I moved down here. I moved down here about 3 years ago, and I didn't know anybody really down here, and I was saying maybe I'll try the church again, because I got kind of sober, but the church was the same as I thought it was, and I got out of it quickly, went back to my usual self. But the thing that was different was I got in a different group of people that didn't have, you know, the respect as the people back home. They were shooting up heroin, Oxycontin, all the painkillers that's really popular right now. And I decided to try that. At first I was snorting them, you know, and then one of my friends was shooting them, and I said, let me try that. And I tried it, and I liked it. And I thought that that was the answer to life, honestly. That's how crazy I was. I thought that this would take all my problems away, all the holes I had in my heart. You know, the way I thought of life was absolutely insane. It was all a trick. When I started shooting up Oxycontin and heroin, things got really bad from there, obviously. You know, there'd be times, there was just actually twice I found one of my friends dead in the apartment that I was living in. One was one afternoon, I woke up and I went to go get him to, you know, wake him up. It was 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and he was sitting in there and he was dead from the drugs that I was using. And the insanity of it is that it didn't make me stop doing it. I did it more and more and more. I stopped for a week, and then I would say I'll try it one more time, and then I continue to do it. You know, 10 friends of mine have died off that drug from it, and I continued to use it.